from the tough tracks to the remote tracks, from our campsites to the workshops. Come along and check out Great Off-Road Adventures. Your next episode is just seconds away. Nice. Welcome back everybody to the second episode of our long weekend escape down to the beautiful southwest region of Western Australia. In episode 1 you would have seen us go through and tackle the Yeagarup Dunes before going and visiting Corlcup Hill, which is renowned as one of the most difficult beach exits in Western Australia. Now if you haven't checked out episode 1 you'll find a link in the top right hand corner, but enough about that. Let's get on and see what mischief we get up to in episode 2. Well, good morning everybody. Welcome back to next day of our trip. This is our second full day down here. And we've had a very lazy morning. Just done a little bit of brekkie. Enjoyed the beautiful weather. It's just the perfect temperature. It's not hot, it's just a nice breeze. It is absolutely delightful. Stunning view. Yeah, pretty hard to leave camp, but we do have a bit of a plan for today. The valley just down here is the Warren River. So I've had a look on the HEMA maps and had a look on Google and plotted a bit of a drive that will follow down the Warren River from where we are here at Fernbrook Farm down towards Pemberton, and hopefully it will spit us out sort of almost near Yeagarup again. So there'll be a few river crossings, a few tracks, and just a good little bit of fun. So that's the plan. Let's see how we go. We had no idea really what to expect and what we were going to find as we chased our way and wound our way down the Warren River. All that being said, we did find a few really nice tracks. We were pleasantly surprised when we stumbled across the first potential river crossing to find a bit of water in it and, you know, a little bit of fun to wet the tyres and get the track and challenges underway. With this first crossing being the easiest and shallowest of the 3 expected crossings of the Warren River today, we were quite eager to keep on following our route notes and see what the next 2 had in store for us. The next crossing we came across of the Warren River is this one here at Moons Crossing. Now this one here is a very simple crossing, especially with the low water levels. It's all concrete, just got to make your way over it, which we did before making our way back onto the tracks and keeping on chasing the river. Don't forget everybody, you can also find us at Great Off-Road Adventures on Facebook and Instagram, and coming soon at greatoffroad.com.au.
but a bit more on that in another video. Anyway, go and check out those 3 locations because there's a heap of cool content there that'll go hand in hand with what you're watching on YouTube.
We're about a third of the way, halfway through our forest drive. Been just nice scenery, nothing very challenging at all. It's been gravel roads. The more challenging thing's been navigation. We've had to fit a few dead ends and do a few 3-point turns, but we found our way through. We've been following along as close to the river as we can. And the next spot we're at now is called the Cascades. And it's actually on the Lefroy Brook, just where it sort of junctions and joins the Warren River. It's a nice little waterfall. We're here at the end of summer, so probably not going to be a great deal of water flowing over it. But we'll have to see. We'll suss that out when we get there. But yeah, if you're down this way in winter, it's bitumen all the way into the Cascades if you come in the main way. If you come in through the forest on the back roads, it's good quality, reasonable quality gravel. So yeah, either way you should be fine. But winter, nice water flow, and it'll be magic to suss out. Anyway.
Don't forget, if you want to support the channel, the best way to do so is to like our videos, share them with your friends, and if you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel and enable notifications by clicking the bell. There was still a decent amount of water flow over the Cascades, which made it nice and pleasant, but it was busy and we were in a tourist area. So we kept on following our way along Lefroy Brook on a little walking trail to see what we could find before deciding to have lunch at the Cars. It was well shaded and a nice peaceful spot.
Well, from lunch, our forest drive has taken us past the Dave Evans bicentennial tree. Some of the group climbed that. Jess and I have climbed it a few years ago, so we decided not to. We decided just to observe from the bottom.
Hackle.
Yeah, peanut gallery. And now we've just meandered our way from the Dave Evans bicentennial tree to the Heartbreak Trail, and we've come down to the Heartbreak Crossing. Now we're just going to suss it out, check the condition of it. The aim is to be able to cross over and keep going on our planned route. So yeah, this is what it looks like.
Well, having got the shoes off and gotten the feet wet, we had our line sorted to get across the Warren River. Now, Paul was the first one chomping at the bit to give it a go, so we let him have at it. Now, it's only this rock bar at the end that posed any sort of challenge, and it's all about wheel placement here, making sure you don't hit your side steps or something else underneath your car. Well, with Paul making the river crossing look pretty simple, it was now Nathan's turn to give it a go in the BT50. Now, both the Rangers and the BT50 do have rear lockers, and in this case, Nathan did engage it. But his drive really does show you the importance of picking the right line. Slightly more to the left was the message we gave him, and this was the result. Well, it wasn't the prettiest drive across, but Nathan's BT50 is a manual, so it does need to be driven a little bit differently to the rest of us without autos. Having watched two cars cross already, it was now Mike's turn, and you can see that he has learnt the lessons of the other two. It makes it look pretty easy. Yeah. And of course I got to be lucky last again. Now I made it look pretty easy and I put it down to having an automatic, having a really good traction control, having the biggest tyres, having the biggest suspension lift, and also watching what the other cars had done ahead of me.
Your right hand down now. Straight through. Drop coming. Now.
Well, having gotten over the Heartbreak crossing, we continued along the southern side of the Warren River, checking out a few spots as we went. The next crossing that we got to was the Barker Road crossing. Now this one here is a little bit easier in terms of its crossing, but it does have a rather rocky descent with a couple holes in it to negotiate to get down to the crossing first. Well, Mike has the right idea coming down here, nice and slow and steady, first gear low range, and avoid dropping off these steps too fast and doing any damage under the car.
Fun and games of camera duties. Hey, Jess?
You put that on.
Hey, no, I walk across the river too. I did it at the last spot. Everyone give Jess an appreciation thank you in the comments for doing the filming and getting wet feet and getting bit by march flies and all that.
Aw, you're a sweetie.
Jess does the magic. I do the driving. Well everyone, we've had a really enjoyable day today. I think it was capped off with those 2 river crossings at the end. Really made the exploration trip and chasing the river down from the farm to Yeagarup. It just made it. It was a really enjoyable day, very casual, not anything too challenging. So yeah, everyone enjoyed it, the whole group enjoyed it. Now we've just got snacks on the go, drinks on the go, and just relaxing and enjoying camp life. So yeah, we'll continue to do so.
Well, sadly, that is the end of this episode and this weekend series. Hope you enjoyed the 2 episodes that we did film, and hopefully it gave you a good insight into the area around Pemberton and Manjimup and what there is to go and see and do and explore. There's plenty there for the off-road enthusiasts, everything from coastal to river crossings and nice scenic forest drives. Anyway, you know the deal. Happy safe adventuring, stay safe on the tracks and trails. If we don't see you out there one day, we'll see you in the next video. Cheers.